One of the greatest warnings I will give you is this: leave the company of ignorant and stupid people and leave. The people you spend time with have a great influence on you, consciously or subconsciously. The people that you allow around you determine how far you go. My brother, be very, 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 very careful. If you want to achieve great things in life, then most likely the people around you also have not done that, because you are attempting to do something new. And because they have not done that, most likely they may discourage you. Let me tell you how powerful the influence people have over you is. Now, in the Bible, most kings in the Bible, they had a knack and a habit for forgetting God. And the reason why they forgot God is because they forgot that their life is temporal. They forgot that one day their life is going to end. They forgot that this life is vanity, all is vanity. Do you know why they forgot that all is vanity? I'm going to tell you. In the book of Daniel, chapter 5, there was a king named Belshazzar. And Belshazzar sinned against God greatly. And because of that, God caused a hand to appear on the wall and to write on the wall. And because that hand wrote on the wall, pay attention to this, because that hand wrote on the wall, Belshazzar was shaking and he was afraid and he was looking for who would give him the solution. Then his mother came inside. His mother. When his mother came inside, she now told him that Daniel can give you the solution to the question you're asking. But before she said anything to Dan about Daniel, she first of all said, "Your Majesty, live forever. Don't worry about all these problems, but rather call Daniel. Daniel can give you the solution." Before she could even talk to her own son, because he is the king, she had to say, "Your Majesty, live forever. May your Majesty live forever. May your Majesty live forever." Do you know what that means? The fact that the mother has to tell him that thing before she talks to him, it means that everybody else has to tell him that thing too. Because your mother is almost the most closest person to you. And even is the person you're supposed to respect more than you're supposed to respect more than everybody. And if your mother needs to tell you, "Your Majesty live forever," before she talks to you, then it means everybody else needs to tell you that thing. If you even read Daniel chapter 6, the king Daniel also told him, "May your Majesty live forever." So the thing with these kings is that many times, because everybody tells them, "May your Majesty live forever," they begin to think that they will live forever. And many of them are too dumb to realize that it is the people around them, the greetings that they show them, that deceive them. And because of that, they think they will live forever. They fool themselves, and that is how they get destroyed. But their destruction started because of the wrong influence of the people around them, showing them false respect. If you read in the book of Acts, the people of Tyre and Sidon, they came to come and meet Herod because Herod had a problem with it. They even bribed the person that was in charge of Herod's court so that they can enter into his presence. Now, when they entered, they came to Herod because Herod had a problem with them. But the reason why they came was because Herod had a problem with them and they got their food from his country. So they did not want to stop getting food. So because of what they could gain, they came to Herod. So because they came to Herod, because they wanted to please Herod, because of what they could gain, because their country's food came from Herod's country. When Herod now gave a speech, they now began to salute Herod, saying that it is a God that speaks. They were not telling him that and saluting him like that because they loved him. They were saluting him because they wanted to please him and make him happy so that he can make peace with them and continue giving them food. So because Herod believed them, he raised his hands up, claiming to be God. And because he did not give God glory, God killed him. Herod died. because he allowed stupid, foolish people to influence him. If those two kings, Belshazzar and Herod, could be wrongly influenced by people around them, then who are you, my brother? When a man falls, fools see it as a topic of discussion, but a wise man sees it as a warning to himself. Those stories, when I read it, I was not laughing. Laugh at Herod for where I was scared for myself, and I began to pray, God, take away stupid people from my life. Show me who they are so that I can cut them off. You are not above being influenced. That is why you must make sure you run to God every day. That God will solidify his presence in your life. There is only one thing that is more important than your time, and that is who you spend it with. That is why Jesus Christ, he will take himself to lonely places where he will pray. That was where he spent most of his time. Sometimes he will even leave the crowd to go and pray. Because who are the crowd? The same crowd that was shouting, the Messiah has come in Jerusalem. That was the same crowd that was saying, crucify him. That's to tell you how ignorant people are. Be very, very careful. When people are hailing you, don't take it to heart. Don't just put it on your head and begin to say, oh, I'm the wisest man. Leave that thing, my brother. Most people don't know shit. So how can they know that you are wise? I'm not saying you are not wise. You are hailing and calling you wise. But I'm just saying, don't just deceive yourself. Allow what God says about you to stick and nothing else.